Hey guys, doing John, Indoor Hydroponics, welcome back. Guys, I guess one of the benefits of getting older is having some years of growing under your belt, or under my belt, if you will. And I've had really good success with broccoli over the recent years, and I've followed the same kind of pattern and strategy year over year over year. There's some steps to grow nice sized broccoli heads, and again, this is a shot from last year. And so I'm going to repeat success. Once you find it, repeat it, maybe tweak it a little bit, but don't mess with it too much. I've got some of these broccoli starts soaking in some mycorrhiza, and I get it. Before you guys get on me about mycorrhiza and brassicas, I know. Nonetheless, we're going to set up what's called a super soil, particularly for these transplants, and this is going to help with establishing a solid root system so that when later on in the grow, when we start side dressing and start adding some of the nitrogen to it, we'll see some really good growth. But right now it's all about root growth, all right, and setting up that soil for it. What do we got mixing up in the pot? We've got a high quality compost and manure. We've got a handful of bone meal. We've got a handful of bat guano, which is really good for the roots. We also have worm castings in there, all right? So we're going to mix that up really well. And again, this is just for the transplant holes. So I've got my radish bed here, and we're kind of going to intercrop those while the radishes finish out. These things will get good and started and established, and before they get too big and shade out the radishes, they'll be done. We're going to take some of that super soil. We're going to put it in about an inch and a half deep, and then we're going to plant our broccoli in there, and then we're going to fill in the spaces with that super soil, and then we're going to give it a good water. Now, don't waste that mycorrhiza inoculant. I put it in a watering can, filled it up, and then watered it on top of the plants once it was done. And this is how I start broccoli year over year. Now there's other steps that need to take place going forward, but we'll do that after the radishes are done. About a week later, after these things were transplanted, we had a hard freeze, heavy winds, hail. Brassicas are strong, they'll survive. That happens because it's an early season crop. As long as they aren't completely dead and shriveled, you'll be fine. Just leave them be. Because right now, all they're doing is establishing their root system. So they'll be fine. Anyway, we'll come back when the radishes are done and we start side dressing and getting these things good and healthy for solid head production. Guys, as always, thanks. Love you. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.